guys, it's Stephanie from the Stolen Colon, and currently being 8 months pregnant, I have realized that these days I look for slightly different things from my ostomy bag than I did previously. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to do another quick review of the SenSura Mio Flex bag and kind of talk through some of the things that I have found in using it over the past few months of being pregnant. There are 3 specific things that I have found over the past few months that come into play now that I'm pregnant. The first is the growing belly, and dealing with that, making sure that you have a bag that is going to be flexible and be able to kind of move with your belly as it expands. There are some days where it may seem like it was a very big difference in growth between the day before and the day after. So having that flexibility in the bag is going to be very important. And that's one of the things that I really love about the SenSura Mio is the fact that it is very flexible, it's very movable. You really don't have to worry about it staying rigid against you or really even pulling back around the edges as your belly grows. It really stretches with it. It's got good flexibility as far as that goes. I also found that as the belly grows, the stoma has tended to grow as well. I think just as the stomach is kind of pushing up against it, it has gotten to be several millimeters larger than it was previously. For that reason, having a cut-to-fit bag has worked really well for me, so that way I can gauge the size on an individual basis each time that I need to do a bag change. It's also really helpful that the SenSura Mio comes in several different sizes. You have the smaller size all the way up to a much larger size. So really, no matter what size your stoma is or how much your belly expands, there really is a great option out there for you as far as finding something that will fit really well. I also enjoy using a 2-piece system for this reason with the stoma changing, because you may be used to the size that your stoma is and the placement of it, but when suddenly things are changing as they are for me now, it's really nice to be able to have that 2-piece system where you can put the wafer in place and then put the bag on top of it and make sure that you can really see what's going on. The see-through window is also helpful in that too, just making sure that you have everything placed right, keeping an eye on the stoma as things may change over the course of the pregnancy, and just making sure that everything looks good. It's really nice to have that option to be able to look at how things are going under there. And the third thing that I've been dealing with is how the ostomy looks under clothes. Because now that the belly's bigger, a lot of the clothes are very tight-fitting over the stomach, and it can make the ostomy a little more visible. And that's why I love that the Mio Flex really does sit very flat against the belly. Because of the pregnancy, the bag is going to stick off a little bit further than it would normally, but I have found that the 2-piece flex system really does work well at staying close to the body. When you're wearing something tight over it, it really does stay really snug and out of the way. I really don't have to worry about it showing too much through clothing. So those are the 3 major things that I've been having to pay a little more attention to over the past few months. And those are something that I've been really impressed by with the SenSura Mio Flex, and the fact that it really does seem to be a good option for use during pregnancy. So I hope that's helpful for anyone who is currently pregnant or considering getting pregnant with an ostomy. There really are still some good options out there. You don't have to worry about having constant issues with your bag. I have found the SenSura Mio Flex to be a very good option, and it has really worked with me throughout the course of this pregnancy. I think the flexibility of the bag is its #1 selling point, especially when you're dealing with the growing stomach.